Hi everybody, welcome back. This is Sean from Scrappy Boy Stamps, and I am here to show you how I made this super cute I'll Be There For You couch shaped card using our new release, I'll Be There For You. Isn't that adorable? So I used the couch die from the I'll Be There For You release. This was designed by Nicole Silhouette exclusively for Scrappy Boy Stamps for this release. It's super cute. Absolutely love it. There's lots of fun pieces. On the back I put a little color coding for you too. And I'm going to show you the rest of the release. If you didn't see the other video that we just put up, there is a I'll Be There For You frame die card. So it's the frame. You can kind of see that. We made that out of it. Cool. And then you've got the 6x6 paper, which we also did in 4x9 for slimline. The supporting stamp set called the one with the lobster. And I'll Be There For You. I absolutely love this release. It's just adorable. And for my card, I did use the colored die cuts that are available instead of coloring. Normally I color. I am a colorist. I'm a hardcore colorist, but I didn't do it this time. It's a nice part about having the die cuts. You don't have to. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to take apart the die, and we're going to use the largest die out of the set to do something that I call, or that is called, partial die cutting. We did it in the last video if you saw that one first. So you're going to take your paper, your card base, whatever paper you're using for your card base, fold it in half and crease it using a bone folder. And then here's my crease. Right above the crease, we're going to place where we want the die to cut. Totally up to you. I'm going to have it cut a little on the low side because I'm also going to cut another layer to create a layer, kind of cover up where the card base ends, and I'll show you that. All right, we're going to go ahead and run this through our die cutting machine. And there we go. It created the fold for us. So you don't have to have a large die to create your card base. And again, that was the largest die that we used. Now we're going to take the largest die again. And what I did is I cut it out of the exact same color that I used the card base. I cut out another one, not on a fold, just a single layered one, to cover up and give the shape, because when we did the partial die cutting, we lost some of the shape here of the couch, the top of the couch, so I wanted to put that back. Okay. I inked the edges of my card base on the original one. Let's see, I inked the edges of the layer using ground espresso, distress oxide. And then for the lighter layers, I used vintage photo. Okay, let's go ahead and put this guy down. All right, we're going to place it right on our card base, lining everything up. I didn't put adhesive back there because it's exposed. Just put my bone folder over that. And there we go, that put back the shape from the top of the couch. And again, I used the same color cardstock that I used for the card base. And then for our next layer, we're going to use the stitched layer of the die. Sorry, these magnets are strong. Thank you, Totally Tiffany. Go. So we're going to use that. We're going to go ahead and die cut it out of the yellow. I already did it, and I've inked the edges with wild honey on this one because it's yellow. So I did the wild honey on the actual base itself. On the rest of it, I used the vintage photo and a ground espresso, kind of a combination of each depending on what I was doing. I like layers, lots and lots of layers. So I used a foam adhesive tape on this one. I also like to use a lot of foam adhesive because I don't want anything to cave in. I think sometimes I go a little too crazy with it, but my cards never cave in. So go ahead and take that adhesive backing off. I have really big hands, so everything I do has to be done with tweezers. Because I'm a big dude. All right. So we're going to go ahead and put down that first layer. And it's a little smaller than the brown layer. So line it up accordingly. Might see a little cat hair on my stuff, sorry. That's what you get when you get one of my cards. It has cat hair. All right, so you've just got a little bit of a lift. This adhesive tape foam adhesive tape doesn't have a lot of height to it. I got this from, I want to say Daiso. One of my design team members, Betty Lim Silvernail, who is a genius, showed me where to get it. And I want to say it was a shop called Daiso. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and cut our next layer out of an orange paper. I used the couch pattern from the paper pack. And you'll notice that the die has some embossing in it. Really, really cute. You can use it on its own like that and just stop with the layers. Well, hello, Augie. You're coming to say hi? Probably saw a little paw. Augie's on my desk now. Go. Again, I like layers, so I cut out some more of the layers. So I used, this is the seat. Then you've got the side, the arms, and then the wood pieces. So I've got everything ready to go. Again, I inked everything with, on this one, I used the ground espresso. But test it between that and the vintage photo and see what you like better. I also went in and added a little more detail to the couch because the color of the paper, you kind of lose the really cool embossing that's in there. So I brought it back out with some of the oxide and a really, really narrow brush. So basically what you're going to do is just kind of dip your brush in the ink, and I always brush it off a little bit just in case I got a little too much. And I go very gently right over the embossed lines. And because the paper is a little shiny, you've got a little time before it dries. So if you don't like where you put it or how much you put, you can quickly, as long as you do it quickly, kind of rub it off with your fingers. Yeah, see, that's a lot. There we go. And just go back and forth and add in some of the detail. And then I also went in the middle where the buttons are. This one I used a little bit smaller of a brush. I did a round one. You can get them even smaller than this. I just can't find them right now. There's some really teeny tiny ones that are like a pencil or a pen. And it has a really narrow, small brush area. But sadly, my craft room is still very much packed from our big move from Los Angeles to Georgia, so I can't find any of that stuff right now. Go ahead and wipe it off. This step, of course, is optional. You do not have to do this. I just wanted to see some more of the detail that Nicole put into this gorgeous die. She really, really, really thought it out. And it matches perfectly with our stamp. All right, so you have inked up everything, inked up the edges. Ink up the edges of your arms. I did not ink the edges of the wood. You don't have to. There is a little bit of a trick when we get to these. I'll show you. So what we're going to do is go ahead and put down your next layer. Don't lose all your little pieces. Okay. And finish inking it up. I did not finish inking it up, but I went around the outside edges with everything. Actually, this area is going to be covered on mine because I'm using this piece. So you don't have to do right around here, but do a little bit more detail work. Go. And with this piece, I inked the outside edges already with everything. Now I'm going to take that narrow brush and go in and put in that embossed line, kind of highlight it a little more. Go. Got it taped up. Again, I like lots of dimension, so I use lots of foam tape. You're gonna place it, you've got guidelines of where to place it. You can see on there, it's embossed. Place it right on top of that. Try your hardest to do it right on top because you've got to fit your couch arms in there as well. Okay. Now here's the trick with the couch arms. We've gone ahead, go ahead and do the outside of them with the ink. On the base, you'll see the embossed edge of where the wood is supposed to go. And that's where you would do it if you're not using this guy. But if you are using this guy, you're gonna put this guy first, but we don't have the embossed edge there. So just kind of before you put everything on, line everything up to see which side. Okay, so that's the top. That's the top of this side. So I'm gonna kind of set those aside. That's already inked up and ready to go. I'm going to line it up right where the embossed marks are for the arm. And see, everything kind of fits together like a little jigsaw puzzle. So you would just want to be careful where you put everything so that you have enough room for it all. This would make a very, very, very cute mini album with some cute little pictures. You know, like those little Ivy printers that print the smallest little pictures. You can put them in there. Be really cute. Okay. So I'm going to take my wood piece. Hopefully that comes out. Yep. And it's going to go right on top. Line it up before it dries. And there you go. And this is the other side. And there you go. Is that not the cutest thing ever? Super cute. Now you don't have to use all these extra pieces, which is why the embossed marks are there. Then I took the little character that looks like she's singing Smelly Cat, little Phoebe Buffet. And I want to say I only put a little bit of the foam adhesive squares on her because she's also going to be on this. Put a little adhesive on the back. And I put it right off to the side. Her guitar is there. There we go. There we go. She's off to the side like that. And then I went ahead and stamped out the sentiment that says friends. And again, I used the second to last die from our stitched nested rectangles, which you will absolutely love this set if you don't. It's a great basic. There are a ton of layers. All of them are an 1/8 of an inch separation. I want to say there's 14. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 16 layers here. It all comes in the one die set, and it's all an 1/8 of an inch. Most of the time, these things are a 1/4 of an inch, and then you got to buy 2 different sets. So this one is all in one set. So I used the second to the last die for the sentiment. And then again, that's our stitched nested rectangles. Some foam adhesive on the back of this sentiment because I love foam adhesive. And then put it right where I want it. Before it gets put down, I want to line that. There we go. Press that down and you've got an absolutely adorable little couch. And that's super cute. Now, if you were using it as a mini album, you would have some holes up here, maybe one here, possibly the third one in the middle. And you can have it open on little rings or even ribbon. And there you go. I hope you enjoyed it. The I'll Be There For You release is available now on scrappyboy.com. And I hope you love it. And I can't wait to see what you guys make. If you are not in our inspiration group on Facebook, please join it. It is Scrappy Boy Stamps Inspiration Group on Facebook. We would love to see what you make, and go ahead and subscribe to our channel. Thanks so much, you guys. Have a great day.